Okay, first thing first, right? What we need to do is we need to understand how do we do our simple linear inequalities brought forward from Sec 2 concepts, okay? So what we're going to do is even in order to find x, right? What we will understand is you're going to have to divide by positive 5 on both sides. So when you divide by positive 5 on both sides, you will just end up with x more than 2. So if I were to draw a number line, all right, so we have 2 over here. So more than your circle is not colored, and then you just draw an arrow over here. So let's say if I'm talking about the smallest integer, right? Smallest integer means whole number, right? So smallest integer will be 3. Okay, not 2, because it has to be more than 2. So the next one over here, in order to solve for x, right, what you have to do is you need to divide by negative 5. Whenever you are dividing and multiplying by a negative number, right, you will automatically just help to flip the sign. So 10 divided by negative 5, that will be less than negative 2. So if you were to draw the number line, so we have less than, so less than negative 2, so you're going to point this side. So same thing, your circle, you don't color. Okay, so I'm going to change it a little bit. I'm going to change this to more than equal. So what do you actually divide by for this one? You divide by positive 5. So a lot of students get confused. So they will think that, oh, I see a negative means I must flip the sign there. But what happens here is this is negative 10 divided by positive 5. So when you divide by positive 5, you don't need to flip the sign. Okay, so this is what you need to know for Sec 2. So if I were to draw this, it's a more than equal, right? So because it's a more than equal, right, you need to color the dot. So when you color the dot, then it will be like that. Okay, so the extra effort you use to draw a line, you color. You never draw the line, no need to color. Okay, okay, so the Sec 3 portion, right, that you will see in your O-level paper also is usually you have three things. 1, 2, and 3. So what we always do is we always do the first two. Okay, so by doing this one is easy. So x plus 3 less than 10. So x will be bring over the 3 less than 7, right? Then now you're going to do this side. Okay, this side must be a bit careful because you see, right? When I do this, 10 less than equals to 3x plus 5. So what I'm going to do is I'm not comfortable having my x on the right side. So I will rearrange, okay? And then I will do this. Okay, swap the sign. All right, this is different from equal. Equal, you just swap normally, right? But less than equal, more than equal, you have to point accordingly, okay? So if you are confused, right, just always ask yourself, the pointy point at which side? What number? Then you'll be able to see already. So 3x is more than equal to 5. 10 minus 5, right? So x will be more than equals to 5 over 3. 5 over 3 is 2 whole and 2 third. So what I want you to do is always represent on the number line so you can see better. So this is 2, 2 over 3, right? So this is inclusive, correct? So more than means you're going this side. Okay? Then after that, this one here is 7. 7 is non-inclusive and less than, so you're going this side. So what you're going to do is connect this dot together. So when you connect these two dots together, right, this is what we call a bounded answer. That means your linear inequality should combine into one statement. So how you do that is 2 and 2 third, x in the middle, 7. Small number on the left, don't change that. Small number on the left, big number on the right. Then you just look over here if you are confused. Look, where's the pointy part pointing? It's pointing at x for the 7, right? Correct. So this one, where's the pointy part pointing? At the number. So it will be like that. So at the end of the day, this is your answer. Okay, you cannot leave it as this and this not good enough, must combine. Okay, so in order to get the full marks, you must combine like that. All right. Okay, so the next one that we're going to look at is fractional one. So fractional, I will always tell students, right, if you can, and you realize that you're always making mistakes, right, the problem most probably is because you are always cross multiplying. Okay, so when you cross multiply in a equal normal equation, right, whatever you put on the left and you put on the right doesn't matter because A equals to B, B equals to A, correct? But when it's inequality, right, something less than something and something more than something is totally different. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to just do this part first. Okay. So what I have is negative. Okay, I'm going to bring in, okay. So I will have negative P minus, wait, negative P over 3. Then minus, I cannot count, negative. minus half. Okay, minus half. Okay, so like that. Then after that, this one, we're just going to combine with this one only. We'll do the other two later, okay? This one, we'll write it as P over 6. So what do you do if you don't want to cross multiply and stuff, right? I recommend you to make their denominator the same. So this one must times 2. This one must times 3. This one just times 1. Nothing to work on, right? So this one will be negative 2P minus 3 over 6. Once you are good, right, you can skip this step already. This is just for you to visualize, okay? P over 6. So a lot of students, until here, what they will do? Cross multiply. Cross multiply, put on the wrong side, die already. So don't try not to do that, okay? So if you can, I usually stop people from doing it because you never know when we start making mistakes. How you know to always put it on the left or put it on the right, right? So what you understand now is, since their denominators are the same, right, you can remove and just compare the numerator. So this is minus 3p less than 1 divided by 3, right? So flip the sign. Divided by negative 3, sorry. Okay, so this one will be negative 1/3. Okay, so we have this part. This is the first one. Okay, saw that. So we avoid cross multiplying. Okay, then the next two, we're going to do these two. Just these two. This one doesn't look too scary. So this one is P over 6 less than equal to half. So same thing, don't cross multiply also, make their denominator the same, times 3 times 3. Once the denominator is the same, p less than equals to 3, throw away the denominator. So let's say you draw your number line again. Okay, so we have smaller number is negative 1/3, and then bigger number is less than equals to 3, right? So this side no color, this side go all the way here, this side color, right? So that means my final answer must be bounded together again. So put down this is P, not X, huh? This is P and this is 3. So how do you decide? See from here, pointing at P, so point at P. See from here, pointing at the number. So this is my final answer. Okay, so things to take note. Check careful whether you need a flip sign or not. That's the first thing. Second thing is got fraction. Try not to cross multiply. In fact, don't ever cross multiply. Okay, then you will never get these kind of questions wrong already.